So what is your why to do all this?
Well, I feel like if I don't work out, I'm miserable. I'm no good to anybody. It keeps depression away. It just keeps me sane. And then if you're doing what you love and you're decent at it. I mean, I wasn't going to compete this year. I got roped in because I freaking won the Open. Like, just stupid shit, right? Like, I'm just doing what I love. Sometimes it happens to work out good.
It's hard. I like to do hard things.
So the challenge?
Doing stuff that I didn't think I could do, putting in a performance that I wasn't expecting. The run today is sort of a perfect example. I really haven't run faster than a 5 minutes kilometer, and I went and averaged, I think, a 4:40 today, and felt great. And that's, I didn't win. I didn't even come close to winning, but just finishing and going, damn, well, I can do a little better than what I thought I could. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard question. It's honestly, the quote of this weekend was, we're masters athletes, we're not doing this because we're mentally well. So there's a little bit of an addictive aspect of it for me, which isn't necessarily bad. I have throughout life had certain struggles with anxiety, depression, and I've found that adhering to a very strict routine and disciplined life has been instrumental to being really healthy and happy. And so I think I've just channeled everything into this, and by virtue of that I've just gotten pretty good at it. And my life is, I own an affiliate as well, so my life is very much centered around the CrossFit world, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
I think my biggest purpose is to inspire others. I feel like I've done a good job inspiring my sister. I was just talking about her. I have 3 kids that are all young adults now, 24, 22, and 18, and my daughter now does CrossFit. She lives in a city in DC, far away from me, and she's joined a CrossFit gym, so she likes that. My boys are both athletes, so I feel like it inspires longevity and health and well-being. I'm a physical therapist, is what I do for work. So I feel like it inspires my patients and my clients. They're like, okay, you're in your 50s and you're still lifting weights and you're doing all these things, and I really like helping people and kind of leading by example, I guess you could say.
I don't know. It's just, I have an addictive personality. I had a time in life where I done some things that weren't so good with my body, and I kind of traded a bad habit for a good habit, and it has stuck. It's been a long time now.
Love for fitness and health, I think it's so important, and it was such an eye-opener to actually see that you could be competitive in an age group, which I didn't even realize when I started, and to see people that, I just think is such a great thing for our age group, I guess. And as I get older, I'm just surrounding myself with people who have that same philosophy of health and fitness, and really I think it's just such a great thing.
It's pretty amazing, this community, first of all, to be able to come together and do this together, and what sort of things in the world can we do this, right? Where we just come and we compete, and I just want to discover what is the body capable of, at every age, to push the boundaries and be healthy, number one, and to inspire other people to realize, hey, we don't have to be competitive. I don't know that competing all the time is the healthiest thing, but just this idea that CrossFit and the methodology of health and wellness and fitness, I just so want that to be a part of people's everyday lives.
It's fun. It's my hobby. It's the best hobby that I can find. It's healthy, it's fun. You travel, you meet people. My wife also CrossFits, my daughter, so.
My why is my family, for sure. I just want to make my family proud, and doing cool things in the gym, especially in a competition, and being brave enough to go out there when every time I'm corralled, I'm so anxious and so nervous, and but being able to overcome that fear just translates over into life, because it's like if you can do that here, then what can you do in life, just, you know, to overcome. And I want my kids to know that I'm strong. This year has looked a little bit different. I have not spent a whole lot of time in the gym. I've been just doing our affiliate programming, and I can modify some things if I need to make it a little more challenging for myself. And it's been a lifesaver this summer, because I've been with my kids all day, every day, and being able to just come to the gym and take a class has been my outlet.
I want to be healthy and strong, older than what I am now. So I've got 2 daughters, 18 and 21. So not right this minute for them to have children, but when they have children later on in life, I want to be running around the fields with them.
My why? That's a good question, and often people ask. I think it's just such a personal challenge, because I didn't grow up with doing any competitive sport. It really was just in my adult years that I really enjoyed and found my competitive streak, as it were. And again, it was just like all those challenges that I spoke about, you know, just doing all these new things I'd never done before, and seeing how far I could go and seeing what it could do. And so I think that would probably be it, just as a personal challenge for myself, really.
Honestly, my whole life I wanted to be a professional athlete. I started off trying to be a professional golfer, and with no depth perception, because I only basically see through one eye through this year. It was really hard. It wasn't, I'm good at golf, but it was just a different kind of sport for me. And then I thought, well, I'll just run for a while. And then finding this and realizing that you could be a professional, kind of. It's not really professional. We're still working jobs. But I feel like a professional. So that's kind of my why. And the other thing is, the community that I've built, all the women that I compete with, I'm seeing people and meeting people all the time, seeing people that I've competed with in different competitions, and they're so amazing. When you get to be 60, everyone is so nice. It's just like everyone's rooting for everyone.
such a good question, and I ask myself this all the time because I know that's like what drives you out on the floor. But I think my purpose is just to like definitely glorify God with like the talents He's given me and the drive and the competitiveness, you know, that He gave me for sure. But also like having a able body to be able to do all this stuff because I know a lot of people can't, and just to just use it for like His glory and the gifts He's given me, and because I'm decently good at them, so I want to just go out there and do my best. But also just having that competitive nature and wanting to just always do better and just compete with myself but get better. I don't know, I'm very just internally driven and motivated to just do my best but try to get better every time. And I don't know if that's a good reason for a purpose or not, but that's kind of I think what fuels me is just to like push myself as hard as I can, say I had no regrets.
For me, it's changed. My why has changed so dramatically across the years that I've competed. I think for me now, it's an opportunity for me to inspire people, not just through my performance, but through just how I conduct myself, not as only as an athlete, but as a human being, and an opportunity to, you know, reach people and, you know, help them on their own journeys. And I think that I try through through competition to show every facet of being an athlete, the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the like nerves, all that kind of stuff, and to humanize or to normalize these human experiences that we all go through, whether it's when we're competing or when it comes to anything that we're doing of value. And also to keep, you know, I just enjoy it, man. Like, it's to the point now where the only reason I'm still competing is because I love it, right? There's all that kind of subsidiary stuff, but at the end of the day, I love it. It's so much fun.
You know, that's changed over the years. When I competed as an individual, it was definitely, I don't know, more centered on myself and what I wanted to accomplish. And I wanted like, I wanted to qualify for the games. Like there was an objective, you know, placement that I wanted to achieve. And now in the Masters divisions, I feel like, you know, I work a full-time job. I coach for a living and I have a life. I, you know, have a family. Those are my priorities, and competing is the thing that I do because it's fun, it keeps me healthy, it keeps me fit, it's, you know, my social group, it's how I connect with people, and it's how I keep myself growing as a coach as well as an athlete. You know, it's kind of a lead from the front kind of thing for me. So yeah, it's kind of just the thing that I do for myself, but also for everyone that I care about.
Well, I mean, my goal is to win. I'm going to be honest. I want to win. I would love to have, you know, a CrossFit Games medal around my neck, like and go on a podium. Like that was never an option in the individual division. And I think when you're in the youngest of your division, that's typically your best chance at it. So, you know, entering it this year, and I just would love for that chance to try to podium, hopefully on the top spot. And there's some great competitors here that are going to get, you know, try to get in the way of that. That's for sure. But that's the goal. And then just, you know, pushing myself, challenging myself. Like I like challenges. I like to compete. I've been competing since I was 3 years old, like in different sports. So seeing what I can do, and you know, while you can still do it, why not?
For me, CrossFit has just always been this objective, provable way for me to know that I'm taking steps towards making myself better. And it's not just the fact that, or the physical fitness side of things, it's the peace of mind it gives me, it's the mental clarity it gives me, and it's this reminder that I'm always striving to be a little bit better than I was the day before. And I'm going to be a little bit more present in my life. I'm going to work a little bit harder in my life, and it just reminds me that if you work hard at something and you bring your best effort to something, you can improve and grow and get better. And so that's why I love it.
Oh gosh. It's just so much fun to see these people and like push your limits a little bit and see what your body can still do. And I'm a teacher. I teach PE and weights at school, so you know, to kind of have this in my back pocket when I enter that weight room with some of my kiddos, it gives me a little street cred.
Do they watch you do this?
Some of them do. Some of them ask a lot of questions when we get back to school, and some of my students will ask how I did, how was your CrossFit year, and then the other kids are like, what's CrossFit? I don't know what that is. And then we talk about it, and it's, yeah, some of them do. It's fun.
Well, I was going to all those commercial gyms, you know, and doing Zumba classes and all those things, and which I enjoyed, to be fair. You know, anything is better than nothing, right? But I guess I wanted something different, something a little harder, something that kept me interested, because I kept like kind of changing every other month and finding the next new thing. And CrossFit kind of stuck. It just had so many different things in it. I never felt the need to do something different, just because you have all the variety in it, really. And then, yeah, I got hooked. Did it for a few months and never looked back, really.
Yeah. Honestly, so everybody I can think of in my direct families had a heart attack in their 40s. My mother has had multiple heart attacks. My father had a heart attack in his 40s. And when we had our daughter, really, I can look over my wife and daughter right there, and really that's why, in that I've always felt that I wanted my daughter to say, and she's done this before, Dad, let's go run a 5K tomorrow. I want to be able to say, yep, and let's go. I'm a big hunter, and so being able to go out in the mountains, not ever have to worry about, I never wanted my physical ability to be a limitation in anything I've ever wanted to do, whether that's be able to go outside and run a 5K with my daughter, go on a mountain bike ride, just being around. And you know, that hasn't been really the case in my family, and so I wanted to break that trend, honestly.
What a good question. I'm gonna freak out a lot of people probably, but my why for everything in life is I believe that I am on this planet to make God look good. That's my purpose in life. And the way I make God look good is He gave me these abilities, and I'm not going to waste them. And so I come out here and I hope to influence people. I make my family happy. I make people back home happy. As a master, you know, this isn't about the money. We don't want sponsorships, don't care about that crap. I just want to have fun. And so my purpose is to hopefully influence people. I'm a big believer in CrossFit and what Greg Glassman started. It works. From, you look at the CrossFit pyramid, that works. Nutrition, metabolic conditioning, all that good stuff is where it's at. And I hope that people will jump in with it and join an affiliate somewhere. I think that's the best thing to do.